of stuff. But there are some cool stories. We have some ocean news for you. Experts had always thought that starfish didn't have a head, but they've done some new research on it, and they say their entire body is the head. That during the course of evolution, they lost their torso and other features as they evolved. Quote,
oh, wow.
A starfish is best described as a head crawling around the sea floor.
You know, that's interesting, I suppose.
Makes you think, right, Jen?
Sure.
We have some cat news for you.
All right, bring it.
A study found that cats have 276 different facial expressions.
I believe it. They all look at me funny at least twice a day.
Rat news. A new study found rats have an imagination. They think of locations and imagine themselves eating a piece of food.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm part rat.
I have no idea how they figured that out, but
you know, when you're like having a nice piece of like jerk chicken in Jamaica somewhere, I think about that.
Yeah, good call. I think about this grilled cheese sandwich I had in Cleveland all the time. Mm-hmm. Did I tell the story earlier this week?
I don't know if you told
it was
the story.
It was a Polish grilled cheese. It was like a regular grilled cheese on this big fat thick bread with the cheese, and then I had pierogies, sauerkraut, kielbasa, and something else on it.
You were talking about it on the hot list.
It literally was like 10 inches tall.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of the greatest things I've ever eaten.
Wow.
In beer news, a study found non-alcoholic beer, which has been growing in popularity the last couple
Which I don't
years.
understand. I never drank beer for the taste.
I love beer.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, I love it.
But they say non-alcoholic beer is more likely to give you food poisoning. It spoils very quickly without the alcohol in there.
Who knew?
Space news. NASA had to apologize over suggesting it's dumb to think you'll ever visit Jupiter. People were angry with them for discouraging kids to dream big. A space balloon company unveiled a design of a new bathroom with a spectacular view, and that's kind of what prompted the whole thing. I don't think we do want to visit Jupiter. I'm going to go with NASA on this because it's filled with gases that will kill you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a fun trip.
Earth news. Our planet might have another planet inside of it.
Ooh, that
wouldn't
sounds
that be
cool.
The theory is an ancient planet, and they gave it a name, Theia? I don't know. What it's something with a T. Crashed into our planet billions of years ago, and chunks are still buried inside the Earth's mantle. They think that's also what created the moon.
My goodness, how do we know these things?
I love this stuff.
Is this because of time travel? We know all of this stuff.
I don't know.
Did we go back to that year?
In work news, this is shocking, but a study found having a terrible boss can discourage us from trying hard. Thanks, science, for someone paid for that research.
A lot of money.
Someone wrote a grant for that. All right, so we have to fall back this weekend on early Sunday morning. Daylight savings time is over. And so
the darkness is here, people.
Do you think we should keep changing the clocks twice a year? We're going to talk about that. There's a new bill in Congress again.
Yeah, I feel like they've been talking about this forever.
I agree. So we'll get to that coming up. Q102.